So hey guys, we'll study about databases today, the different types and how they are useful in the designing of system, how different aspects. So we all know about SQL. So SQL is the computer language. It's a computer language that helps in managing data. In managing data. Cool. So this data is present in the relational database. Relational database. Cool. In case of SQL, databases, so databases are of two types as we know, so SQL and NoSQL. Cool. So SQL database has this relational DB in which the data is stored. So there is a well structured data. Cool. So they follow the ACID properties. If we wanna give some complicated solution, if the problem statement is complicated software solution, then for such kinds of purposes we use SQL database. And also because they are well structured, so it's like we have to do more efforts on the security part, more efforts on the security part. Cool. So the example for this type of database is the example for this type of database is MySQL and Oracle. Now let's come to the NoSQL databases. So the NoSQL database, they don't have any relation, no relation, or they are semi-structured. Semi-structured. Cool. So they work on the principle of distributed system. Distributed system. So the first example is Redis, second is MongoDB. So I just have a quick question, then we'll discuss about the types. So for example, if we need to analyze traffic, we need to do traffic analysis. We generally use a NoSQL database because see, we don't require a structured solution, well structured solution. We just need the average cases. Cool. Means a rough data. But on the other side, if there is certain e-commerce website and there are a lot of components, means there is a login details, there are staff details. Cool. There are transaction slips, pay slips present. So that kind of ecosystem requires a SQL, MySQL. So with this, I hope you guys have understood what's the basic difference between both of these DBs. So now let's move on to the different types of NoSQL databases. So the first type is key value DB. So the key value DB is that pair, they are present in form of pairs, the key and the value. Cool. So we have fast access and they are generally used in caching. So example of this is Redis. The next is the document DB. So here the data is stored in form of data in form of JSON or a document. Cool. So we generally use them in case of parallel computation. Parallel computation. Example of this is MongoDB. Cool. Now let's discuss the next one. So the next is the columnar db. Columnar db. So in this, they columns are stored instead of rows. Everything, the partition and all the steps or the processes involved will focus primarily on the columns. Cool. So example is Cassandra. The next is the graph db. So in the graph db, everything is stored in form of graphs. So these were the four different types of database. In the next lecture, we'll talk about database optimization. How will we remove different things, remove replication or redundancy, and we'll try to optimize things. Thank you.